My name is Gulik. I am from Columbus, Ohio, and reside in Columbus, Ohio. I spent 15 years in the financial services industry for a major company, and then I'm currently working with a manufacturing company. So I'm very experienced in technology, working on change management, and working with multiple stakeholders like IT, HR, and our business partners to get things done. I've learned everything I know through experience and working my way up and around through companies. I also spend a lot of time volunteering, and I've led multiple leadership roles, doing everything from disaster response for the last 15 years with the Red Cross, and deploying on national disasters on multiple occasions in a supervisory capacity. And I also am the president and on steering committees for local LGBTQ organizations. So with all that experience, it kind of culminates into a lot of different knowledge. One thing that people assume about me that isn't true is that I'm not very physically active, but I actually have ran marathons and competed in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitions. Connecting with people and being outdoors are the two things that bring me the most joy. I definitely love being outside, and it doesn't matter if it's negative 20 degrees or 100 degrees. I will make sure I get my nature time. My passion for facilitation definitely comes from my experience in different lines of business and organizations. I've been able to take my experience and translate it into facilitating it between the tech speak and the everyday people speak to help bridge that gap. The CEG content that I facilitate matters because one of the big things that we see with change is that it's not adopted by individuals when they strictly follow processes. And that's a lot of times because we're not addressing the underlying emotions, and emotions are the core part of being human. And I have so much corporate experience, and we get told every day to just suppress emotions, don't show how you feel. It makes things worse sometimes. And this content really addresses feeling emotions and working through them, and why do we feel this way when we're going through change. And it both personally can make a huge difference, but also professionally, because you're able to navigate those emotions and change at a much quicker rate. Some of the change that I've seen with the Change Growth Accelerator program has been just a greater awareness around what is going on in our environment, but it's led to more productivity because I'm more aware of why I'm feeling certain ways, and I'm able to navigate that a lot quicker. The content with CEG is a lot different than anything out there because there's a lot of content about emotional intelligence, and there's a lot of content about change management, but there's nothing explaining how those two things interact. And so when you bring in the emotional intelligence piece of that, you start addressing why are the users uncomfortable with the change? What can we do about that to make it a little bit easier? And as a product manager for 15 years, that right there by itself is a game changer because it can lead to higher adoption rates, and it can also lead to better outcomes with user acceptance and usability.